Hey YouTube and weight loss surgery family, it's Tiffany. I am not checking in for my Monday 17-week BSG post-op surgery update because Thursday the 23rd is my official 4-month surgery. Therefore, I will record another video at that time, and as you know, we will possibly party depending on what music I select and if YouTube will let me get away with it. So today I'm going to come to you with 10 things about me. I was tagged by AngelaT some time ago, and I did record that video, but it came out horrible, so I thought I would give it another shot today. Let's get started. 3 things on my bucket list. Believe it or not, this is the hardest list for me. I can't think of 3 things that I would want to do before I die. And I know that if I was told that my day would be tomorrow, I would probably come up with 10 things. But the first and primary item on my list is to spend the rest of my life with my soulmate. And I will be getting married to my soulmate on 5/15/15 at 5/15, and I intend to spend the rest of my life with that wonderful man. My grandparents were married for over, I think it was 65 years, if I recall correctly. My grandfather just passed away probably about 6 months ago, if that, and he lived to be over 100 years old. He almost made it to 101. And the life that he and my grandmother shared, I always envied that and wanted that since I was a little girl. So I hope Jason and I have all those years together. It's been 12. Not always an easy 12, but I just hope that we have the opportunity to have 60 some odd years together, which would be wonderful. I would also like to lump my number 2 into 1, which would be fit and fabulous. You know, I want to hit that 125, 130 pound weight loss goal. I want a 6-pack and to get rid of this apron around my gut. I want a size 4, etc., etc., etc. All in the weight loss, get fit category. And number 3, I would have to say have grandbabies and just dance at my son's weddings. 2, things I like to do. I like to paint, whether that be walls, outdoor painting, furniture, art, whatever. If I can paint it, I would. I love to paint. I find it very relaxing. So anything that has to do with interior design and putting color on the walls and color schemes together, that's my thing. The second thing that I like to do is karaoke. I majored in opera when I went to Ohio State University. I never did anything with my voice, and then I started smoking. Yes, so I lost a lot of my mezzo, soprano, and my octaves, but I love karaoke, and I do enjoy sharing my talent with others, especially when they're drinking. Also like to travel. I'm always down for a road trip. If I can't afford the flight, I'm driving, and I drive fast. So I love to drive fast. I drive a fast car, and it's one of my favorite things to do. Shop. Oh, yeah, you know that. A shopaholic. Yes, I am. Admittedly so. Hair, makeup, clothes, furniture, anything and everything. Home Depot is one of my favorite stores too. So, and I also like to try new things. I'm always down to try something at least once, as long as it's not too kinky. Let's see. Number 3, 5 things you'll find in my house or in my bedroom. Damn cups. Everyone in my household except for me seems like they get a new cup for every drink they go to get. So every time they go to get something to drink, I'm like, why do you have to use a new cup? I don't get it. Why can't they just wash out the same cup that they were using? So cups are all over the house. It drives me insane. All over my bedroom because Jason and I live in the room, and he can have 10 cups on his nightstand at one time. Multiples of everything, being that I'm a shopaholic, but I am also an extreme couponer. So I purchase toiletries and cleaning supplies in multiples. Puppy love stuff. Yes, we love our puppies. So they are our baby girls. They live in our room, so their toys and their bed and all the things that babies come with, our puppies come with, including clothes. So I try to keep them as organized as possible, but they don't always clean up. Art. I have art on almost every wall in my house, and every room has a theme. I love art, so you can definitely find that everywhere. And then papers. Oh my God, where does all this junk mail come from? Mail is everywhere, and if I would just toss it out as I receive it, or file bills away, or pay the bills and then put them away. I mean, sometimes I can be so organized, but when it comes to the little things like papers and mail and stuff, I just don't have my crap together. So, let's see. Number 4. I cannot flip this page. I'm sorry, you guys. Number 4, one place I love to visit before I die. I would love to take my mother back to Japan. She was born during the Vietnam War and adopted by my grandparents, obviously, and moved here to the United States. So I would love to take my mother back to Japan to research her birth mother, maybe find her birth father here in the U.S., and research her heritage. Just would love to do that for her if that was something that she would want to do, but definitely visit Japan. I have traveled tremendously in my lifetime, but I've never physically gone overseas, so that's something that I would like to do. Who would I bring back from the dead? Well, 23 years ago this month, my daughter passed away, so I would obviously bring back my daughter, and her name was Sierra, and that's a given. What is success? Well, success to me is stability. I don't have to be rich. I just like to be comfortable. I like to be able to pay my bills and sleep at night and not have to worry about pretty much anything financial, and also, you know, have continue to have a roof over my head and all the necessities that my kids need, and be able to provide those for them. Who would I give my life for? Undoubtedly my children, and then my mother. I love my father too. I would die for him. Yes, I would. But my mother was a single parent, and I would definitely give my life for her as well. And also my significant other, which is my fiance, soon-to-be husband. And without a doubt, God. 8. My favorite shows: Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder. Thursday's favorites. I'm sure there are many of you all's favorites. My favorite singer, Brian McKnight. Jason already knows that if Brian McKnight was to approach me, I get a freebie, right? I do love all types of music, classical. My mom is a classical pianist, so like I said, I sang opera, so I love classical. I love some country, not all, but most. Gospel. So I don't discriminate on any music. I can pretty much get down with anything. And one experience that changed my life, I would have to say that I've had so very many, but I would have to say moving from um, Columbus, which is my hometown, to Dayton, Ohio, which is about 65 miles away from Columbus, then to Cincinnati, which is 100 miles away from Columbus. Not too far from home, but moving when I was 6 months pregnant with one, and then the first child was 2. I moved away from home and started my life anew. And I would have to say that that was one of the best things that I ever did, because it taught me how to be a survivor. And it also taught me how to be a great single parent, grow closer to my kids. And most importantly, it taught me how to live with myself, by myself, and not be codependent. So I would have to say that that's probably one of the most life-changing experiences that I've had. Well, I hope you enjoyed this 12-minute video, and I hope everyone has a great weight week. I will see you later this week on Thursday for my 4-month surgery. I love you. Smooches. Bye.